Hi, everyone. Thanks a lot for having me, and thanks for giving me the opportunity to present our new fund based here in Aarhus, and as you say, aiming to fund research-heavy startups in Denmark. In basic form, what we're looking for here are really strong founding teams, and I think that also speaks into a little bit the points from you, Andrea. Why is that we see so many great research, innovation projects from universities not maturing and becoming scalable in the real world? Our opinion and what we're looking for are those combination of teams that both have the scientific mindset, but also the commercial abilities to actually go from the lab or the university into commercialization. So great founding teams with a diverse skill set. What is that we want to give back to the founding teams? We want to give back time. We're going to be swift. We have a very lean internal setup. There's nothing worse than spending 3 or 6 months in due diligence with an investor only to get a no. In the meantime, you haven't had a chance to actually build your company. This is what we're going to change. We're going to be fast, make sure you have time to build. We also want to be transparent. You don't fit into our thesis. We don't have time. You're too early, you're too late. Common answers from a VC. When you ask why didn't we get the funding, we're going to be a little bit more clear. We're going to elaborate why we say no. We're going to say no to most cases, as any VC do, but we're going to explain why. So you can come back and we can have a chat again once you have made tweaks to your company. And finally, we're long-term. This is due to our evergreen structure. We don't have a 10-year horizon to get returns. We have much more than that, infinite time. Doesn't mean we're lazy. It doesn't mean we don't need a return. It just means that we can take in cases that takes time to mature. And that is in particular relevant when we talk about research-focused companies. Green companies, if we talk about climate impact companies, they can take a really long time to become large and reach an exit point. And we have that patience and the capital to actually invest in those type of businesses. Our strategy is simple. We want to get in early, so there we're going to be a natural sort of extension of university ecosystems like you talked about, Jeff, at Stanford. When you have actually an accelerator at campus side, we would be the natural first external investor to go into a company like that. We're going to go in with a relatively small ticket relative to our fund size and deploy most of our capital in later stages. But that means concretely that we're going to reinvest over time, multiple times in the same companies. We want to invest in 4 verticals, and they are sort of relatively aligned with the Aarhus University campus sites, and we also, of course, the rest of the universities in Denmark, but it's going to within food and ag, health and longevity, defense security, and energy and bioeconomy. What are we looking for? I mentioned a little bit about the founding teams, but it needs to be a really large, potentially large market that we're looking into via VC after all. I know we're backed by philanthropic money to some extent. We're not philanthropic. We are pure financial VC. We need returns, so there needs to be a sizable opportunity, and there needs to be a clear problem and solution fit. And by that I mean we're not taking research out and see if we can find a solution or a problem to address with that solution. We've got to do it the other way around and see if we can find identifiers. Do we need a time a moment? So we're going to look for concrete problems to solve and take the research in as a solution. And as I mentioned, yes, we are backed by patient capital. AUF, Aarhus University Endowment Fund, is of course very patient, but the rest of our LPs are corporates, they're less patient. And that was our fund in really short. Thanks a lot.